fuck?
Let me fill up my cup. God. It's always like 2:18. It's always so late whenever I do these streams. Pixel, I see you in the chat, bro. What's up? How you doing, bro? It's been a I think I seen you last stream actually. I'm not sure. I'm trying to come with a more consistent schedule, but you already know how it is. You know the vibes. God, I think I just mini barfed in my mouth. Man, is that like gastritis or something? I don't know. Aaron, is it working? Alright, I just want to make sure because I see your name.
NM, I'm good. PS, I was.
Alright, 1 sec. Had to move the chat. I can see it now. Ah, man. Honestly, there's so much stuff going on right now, and you know what, it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't even feel like coming at this in a way where a lot of other people are coming at this stuff. Which, before we actually get started, man, hello, how's it going, guys? Hopefully everyone having a superficial, super amazing day. Oh my god, Pixel, appreciate the love. GG's to you too. You're a real one, honestly. You're a lad, you're a legend. I love you, bro. Like, yo, is that weird to say? No, I'm gonna just say it. I love you. Appreciate you. Appreciate the positive vibes. So, I had a few things that I wanted to come up and talk about today. And I know, no, we're not playing video games. I'm gonna cut this out right now. We're not playing games. We're not doing anything like that right now. I just kind of want to do, we have a lot of clips we're gonna be looking at, but we're gonna be talking about the really weird state we are in, let's say, this anime, not even anime. We're just talking about, let's just say this weird state in like content creation. And I'm just gonna talk about live streaming in general. Like, I just saw one of the most controversial videos to date, you know, and it's coming from a really big creator. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know Ludwig. If you guys don't know him, comment a 1 to chat. Comment a 2 if you have heard of him, but then you haven't watched his stuff. And comment a 3 if you're just like, yo, what are you even talking about? Honestly, I kind of am in a state where I'm just trying to really understand, you know, what's going on? Like, what's the disconnect with like most of these streaming services or these streaming platforms? Which I don't know if you guys are really interconnected with like YouTube news or just news in general. Because honestly, I don't like CNN, so that's why I don't go watch the news. I watch YouTubers for my news. I think that's a pretty bad thing. Like, let me know if you guys watch YouTubers. Don't tell me you watch like Drama Alert. That thing is freaking crap, man. Honestly, I haven't seen this man in so long. Like, I haven't seen Drama Alert so long, but like, for whatever he's doing on the internet, just stay away. Just don't come back to the internet. Because honestly, I feel like he was more of a toxic thing to the platform in general of YouTube. But then now that he kind of stepped away, maybe he's finally raising his kids or something. Like, the guy's like 45 years old. But like, I don't know. Like, comment on one if you guys actually know who Drama Alert is. But I get most of my news from Philip DeFranco, which honestly, I think that he's a really, really good news guy. Like, on top of him talking about YouTube news, he talks about other things that are really interesting, or things that are really, like, he talks about like stuff that's going on in like real life. He doesn't talk about weather though. That's like the only thing he doesn't do. But he talks about everything else like you know, like normal. Like, you know, like he talked about, I think, the Queen Elizabeth and all the memes that were going on with her death. With, hey, you guys are foul for that if you played a part in that whole thing. Which, you know, R.I.P. to the great Queen of UK. I don't even know, of London. But like, yeah, like, yo, there was some pretty weird stuff going on the internet when, you know, with her death. Which, God bless her soul. You know, we don't promote that toxicity out here, even though she did some pretty weird things in her time. Which, have any of you guys seen the show The Crown? My girlfriend's really obsessed with the show. I think she already finished it. But like, it's not super accurate to what she did in life. But then it's good enough where it's like, dang, this is a pretty cool representation of someone in power in what they're doing. You know, I just think it's a pretty good show. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched it at all. I haven't. Which, guys, before we kind of just go into things, I know I already kind of started talking about some stuff, not everything. I just kind of want to get on here. Is that comment what time of day it is for you guys, so we can kind of just see where we're at right now. You know, we're gonna start slow, and then we're gonna ramp up as we're going along. These, you know. Oh God, I almost threw up in my mouth again. I don't know. I've been having a lot of like bowel movements, which maybe because I'm not working out. Look, I have this jacket on, but I don't work out, bro. I swear, this is just my girlfriend's jacket that she has on the side, which for when she used to play, or she used to be a water girl for a really fancy team. But dude, I feel like right now in this state of like the internet, we're kind of in a place where it's like there's so many people evolving, so many people wanting to do content creation, which it's great. It's great that a lot of people are inspired. There's a lot of people who want to be on the platforms and doing their own thing. I think it's an amazing thing, and I'm not going to take that away from anybody. But then the weirdness or the disconnect that I feel whenever it comes to like, I'm saying disconnect a lot. I'm sorry. I just don't know bigger words than disconnect. But like, I feel like it's just a really valid thing that I'm about to, you know, come up with is, I just don't like how, okay, so the issue with Twitch right now is that there was this whole gambling thing. And I forgot the guy's name, which I know I probably should have done proper research before hopping in here, sitting here and trying to go and get this out to the universe. You guys already know what type of guy I am. I'm not a really accurate person who really understands how to, like, you know, keep all my thoughts organized. I probably should have had a piece of paper to kind of like go through the bullet points, but I'm just gonna kind of go with what's in my head, if you guys understand what I mean. So this guy online on Twitch, he went and he basically like he basically exposed that he like stole money from other streamers and people just to gamble, which honestly at the end of the day, if him coming out about it is a really strong thing, and I can commend him for doing that, but it doesn't make how bad it is. And then Twitch came out with an official statement saying, hey, so about the whole gambling stuff that's going on, it's not okay to use these websites. You can only use USA websites to go and, like, you know, use your gambling addictions and stuff, which they kind of shut it down, but then they didn't fully shut it down, which I know there are a lot of other streamers out there that does that stuff, but it's just weird. Ayo Banana 12345, what's up, bro? Thank you so much for pulling up. Yeah, so with that being said, we're gonna watch a video, right? And I feel like watching this video is gonna give a lot of context, and I'm gonna tell you ahead of time is that we're gonna be pausing, we're gonna be doing a lot, because I want to really have a genuine conversation with you guys today. So comment a 1 if you guys are here and you're clocked in and you guys are ready for what we're about to talk about, because we're about to go really deep into this. I know it's not a super amazing, super fun. Look, I just wanted someone else to talk to so that we can kind of debate and I can get on other people's understanding in this situation, right? Okay. And the person that we're gonna watch first. You say you missed me? I missed you, honestly. Which I hope one day we can go back on Discord and talk. I'm just weird right now, where like I just don't like talking on Discord super often. But let me go to this video real quick.
So I feel that I have got.
Where is it at? I have like 7 tabs open of all this stuff, but we're just gonna watch about the first one. So if you guys know Ludwig, he has this segment on his channel called Mogul Mail. I freaking love this man. I feel like, you know, when it comes to content, I had some crackers. Which, hey, if you guys ever go to Target, man, look, I have to show this real quick. I gotta show the snacks. If you guys ever like go to Target, you gotta get these, bro. You gotta get these. It's everything seasoned crackers, man. Look, I'm a fat ass, right? But these snacks, they slap on a different level. Honestly, I've been trying to like watch myself, and I've been trying to watch my weight. I've been gaining too much. I've been gaining too much weight, man. And I know I haven't done anything about it, like go to the gym. I just don't like going to the gym like that. But like, I feel like first thing is that you need to change your diet. That's just the one thing that you got to do, which I'm not eating too much vegetables, but I'm changing out Doritos for these. These are pretty good. And I feel myself changing. It's only been like a week. Okay, really, calm down. But for the most part, give me some credit. Okay, we're going back to it. I'm gonna pause the lo-fi music and we're just gonna kind of dissect the video. And we have 4 other videos that I have. Yeah, I'm a little organized today, but we have a few things going on. Yo, Caleb, how are you, man? Yo, what's up, bro? Ethron. Dude, hopefully I said your name right. But like, yo, what's up, bro? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, night. Why are you still up? It's like 2 a.m., which honestly, I appreciate you being here. What's up, bro? How you been? I've been chilling, but like, we have some things we need to talk about today, bro. I know I'm gonna be super, like, all over the place, but please hold out. Please hold out. Like, I know I'm not gonna be like I'm so trash at multitasking, but let's just get it with the video, okay?
Dude, the past 2 weeks on Twitch have been crazy. The things that have come out, the drama,
Let me know if you
the
guys can hear it.
scandals, the new information is insane. It's probably the most drama-filled month in the history
Organization
of
is
Twitch.
key, and
It's imploding
y'all
in
said
front of
my
our
name
eyes.
right.
And welcome back to Mogul Mail. We got to cover everything today. But let's go back to the start. All right? If you missed anything, I will cover it all. It all started about 22 days ago when Cutie announced Shit Camp. That is her big event. It involves a bunch of creators all coming together to foster friendships and then also create content that is bigger than the sum of its parts. However,
I didn't know what this whole Shit Camp thing is. I don't know who Cutie is. I'm not okay. You know what? Call me fake, man. But I don't know a lot of these people out here and what they do. The most interesting, I'm a skip. I know. Caleb, what are you doing? You said we're going to sit and watch Mogul Mail. We are. But this isn't really the most important thing here. We're just going to skip to the place that I think is important, okay?
Rob gets banned, feels bad, man.
It's like over
after
here.
the event, Soda Poppin' does a podcast.
I don't care about the event. Like, I don't know anything about the event. I'm just going to talk about the thing that I think is
Reason
important.
for not
QT is
going
Ludwig's
right here.
GF.
Family and Sammy.
Oh, snap. Yo, are you serious? Oh, so she's a streamer. She's Ludwig's GF. I didn't even know that. Wow. I'm so fake. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Like, look, I don't really pay attention to a lot of that stuff. I just go for the content. But, like, hey, God bless America.
And unfortunately,
I don't really know what to say there. You had an amazing girlfriend, right?
I kind of just chose family.
Okay, I don't care about that.
They had a very, very, very public breakup because Sammy.
Oh, snap. That was the XQC breakup thing that was going on. But not really that important.
Above my head all fucking
Line,
Actually, no, we should actually show
about-
this. Which, do you guys know who XQC is? Which, if you don't know who XQC is, man, where the hell are you? What are you doing, and why are you on the internet without knowing one of the biggest streamers on this planet? But, like, basically, there was a really public, very public breakup, which he's about to show right now, which, I'm going to be honest, the way how he has his heart monitor on, like, on the video, you can just see that, you know, he's... Okay, so she says some pretty, like, not even foul things, but she said that, oh, yeah, yo, you shouldn't be, you're not the victim here. Which, okay, he was kind of acting like a
just
victim,
bless
right?
you.
But
McHugh, just bless
on a
you.
realistic note, the way how he was acting here was just a guy who was a little defensive, which I get defensive. You know, look, I don't have much confidence, so I defend myself by being like the guy who wants sympathy, which is not a good thing. Guys, don't do this. This is a quick tip. Don't do that. This, if you did some wrong, learn from your wrong. Ethron, thanks for the gifts. MC New, appreciate you. But like, dude, it's just not good. And now let's see what he did, and we're gonna talk about it as soon as we see what he did, which it wasn't great. I have to keep on saying it wasn't good.
In her reaction to him, and then they ended up talking together online.
All right, here we
which
go.
led
Here we
to
go.
this moment, which is crazy that this was.
Let me know if you guys can
broadcast.
hear
know
it
how
though.
I am. Okay, I don't cut it halfway. I have to go all the way. I don't have any things above my head all fucking
He's
day.
alpha.
I can't do this with you anymore. You are not a victim
Okay,
here. You have
you're
never
not-
been
you're
a
right.
victim
Okay,
here.
okay,
I'm done speaking with
okay,
you.
I'm done
You
as
are
well.
not a victim.
It's
Stop
okay,
victimizing
okay.
yourself.
This is the
Ouch! Like the way how it's just kind of like. Yeah, I hope you guys are looking at like the little heart monitor indicator. I don't know why he chose to put that there. Maybe he wanted to showcase how alpha he was by like, you know, having this monitor showing, oh, look, I'm not even going to fluctuate. Clearly, he does love this chick because if he didn't, his heart wouldn't be moving at all. But like for what I'm seeing here, bro, he doesn't know how to talk, right? And that's okay because like I'm not amazing at public speaking. I just like talking a lot, and yeah, I mess up as I talk. I just feel as though, let's just go back one more time for the people
Pixel
who
Beat
didn't really
just
understand
blessed
what
you.
went down.
Because that clip that said I told them I was not going was shown to XQC, and he interpreted it
crap.
as
I
I
moved
told
the
him I'm not
screen. Pixel
going.
Beat just
He
blessed
shared this
you.
information, which led to a crazy
Here we
saga
go.
where they had a very, very, very public
Pixel, I
breakup
appreciate
because
you.
Sammy saw that, aka Adept, then talked about what she felt about the situation. Then XQC reacted to what
Pixel
she was
Beat
talking
just
about
blessed
and her
you.
reaction to him. And then they ended up talking together online, which led to this moment, which
This
is
man is
crazy
so
that
good
this
at
was
talking.
broadcast.
You know how I am.
Damn, Pixel, you
Okay,
going
I don't
crazy.
go
Just blessed
halfway.
you.
I have to go all the way. I don't have any things above my head all fucking day.
I
Fucking
can't do this with you anymore. You are not a victim
Okay,
here.
I'm-
You have
Look
never
at that
been a
heart
victim
monitor.
here.
Look at that.
I'm done
Look at it move.
speaking with
Okay,
you.
I'm done
You
with
are
you.
not a
120,
victim.
dude.
Okay,
It's
okay.
really
This is the
climbing
catch-
up there. Like I really, I would want to see the stream, but personally, I know that I'm not that invested into it. But like the way how it kind of went, it was a really bad. Let's say it's a bad falling out. Oh, MC New, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. But for the most part, for what I've seen, like on the internet or the interwebs, like it's kind of going to poop right now. Like, and it's okay because at the end of the day, that's what the internet is. We go to poop and then we find new talent, and there's so much more going on. But XQC, like basically one of the top dog, the top G's, after a lot of people might say hashtag Andrew Tate, that one of the top G's on the internet, on the platform, it's just like him and his girlfriend had a very, very public breakup. Which honestly, if you're saying that, oh no, they're just a little upset, and then they don't, dude, they're so broken up. Like there's no way with the way how this kind of transpired, unless they go to IHOP and they're just eating dinner together and just kind of talking about their feelings. This is not repairable. But like, for the most part, I get it, man. Like, I feel as though they shouldn't have done this on the internet, but then that's what the internet is. You don't know what's going to happen because, you just see words, and that's what live streaming is, which I don't know if you guys personally have live streamed before. Comment at 1 if you have, comment at 2 if you haven't. It's okay. But when you're live streaming, a lot of stuff just naturally just are said without you wanting to say it. So then like when, you open your mouth and you say something, it's probably not going to be the right thing. And here, XQC is one person who literally does not really say things that are, I don't even want to say ethically correct, but he says a lot of things that, God, like impulsively. And I think he learned from that. But like for the most part, I think that it was very dangerous of him to like really come on here with his girlfriend with the way how they both were feeling. I feel like they should have turned off the stream early on and just kind of talk about it. That's a healthy relationship. But when you let the internet guide your decision, this is what happens.
Kendrick Lamar, we cried together moment of Twitch. It's the biggest streamer
He said
in the world.
top in the morning. What's up, my boy?
120,000 viewers. Crazy.
After Ron said he
And
streams,
this is where the story
we're going to stream
would
together, bro.
normally end. However, in the midst of all of this is when Slicker came out.
Now
as a
here
scammer.
comes the
That's when
situation.
This whole thing, he was sending the videos to people. I made a mogul mail about this a couple days ago that goes a little more in depth about it. But basically, this streamer Slicker was revealed to be scamming almost like 100 people out of over $300,000.
This man literally scammed his
Crazy,
fans.
crazy stuff there. Here's the total tally.
There are over 55 people on this
More
list
accurate.
owed money right now, and the
Okay.
total scammed is over $384,000.
Way more than I thought.
Are you
And what did I learn
serious?
from these 55 people? Well,
CoffeeZilla goes more in depth about that. And quick little bow tie on that one, by the way.
Hold on,
Me
hold on.
and
So you're
XQC
saying that this
are
man
teaming
got
up to pay people
scammed?
back. Why XQC? I think in part he feels guilty because he's earned a lot of
Ethronic
money
just
gambling.
blessed you.
Wait. I'm confused. So you're telling me that execution says pay? Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Hey, stop hating" or whatever. But then a move like this, he's like, "I'm working with XQC to pay everyone back who got scammed." Humble king, like I appreciate you for doing this. But then this could be, this could be kind of like felt in two ways. The people who actually like been scammed, if they actually help them out, that is a genuinely amazing thing. Because like, dude, like imagine you like helping out one of your favorite streamers, which I know that they're at a big stage of their lives. They have a lot of money. But for a streamer to give money, for a fan to give money, I feel like it really showcases one thing is that you build a bond, you build a relationship with this person. Now, for someone to be like, "Hey, so I have an addiction to gambling, and I just want to use your money just to go and like make more money, or just lose it, and I just don't care about it because I have my own money, but I just don't want to use it. I want to use yours. I feel like that's just a way. If it was for a meme, I get it. But if you're literally just doing it simply because you feel as though it's like, oh, okay, I don't care about these people. That's when you got to get your like. That's when you got to take away their platform. I feel like a lot of people kind of get into this headspace that when people are watching your streams, that they're just there, they're just virtual money. I don't see you guys as money, which I know it's a little cringe, but I gotta be real. I feel as though every single person that sits here, takes the time out of their day, or they're sleeping. It's like 2:38 a.m. Why is he talking right now? But for you guys to come in here and chill and we're just vibing out,
just blessed you.
I just like doing it simply because it's fun. And I love playing video games now because you guys ignited this thing in me where it's
I like
yo,
your background.
I don't play a lot of games and I want other people
Yeah,
to
ban these people.
just have fun and stuff. And I feel as though a lot of people out here just don't understand that, like, when it comes down to fans, it's like a friendship. Like, you don't just ruin it by you just asking for money. Every day you ask money from your friend, what happens? They eventually
McNew,
don't
just
give you
bless
money
you.
anymore, right? So that's why now I'm at a point where in my career, not even career, I don't have a career. I work a normal job. But I'm at the point while I'm doing this, I'm just kind of annoyed by the fact that people are just being used out here. Which, hey, when you guys help me out by sending me some bread for my rent, I appreciate that. And I tell you this every single day. But then, like, when it comes down to other people just being blatantly used, I have an issue with that. Ludwig and XQC, for them to go and say, hey, yeah, we're going to
Edronic
send
just
people
blessed
money
you.
and stuff like that to kind of, because, they lost
Edronic
their
just
money.
blessed you.
I love that. That is very humble. But at the same time, they
Edronic just
gotta
blessed
watch
you.
on what toes they're stepping on, bro. Because, at the end of the day, it could be perceived like this. Look, check me out. It could be perceived like, oh, they want the fame from this, so then they're gonna go and do this so they can get a better light and have more people look at them so they can send them money and send them sympathy things. It's weird. It's just weird. How much do you make from TikTok? You want me to be real? I make $0.00 from TikTok. I don't even post regularly on TikTok. I want to, but then I have a normal job where I don't have time to do it, which I used to do like these brand deal things, which I did make some money. But then after a certain point, I just kind of was like, screw it. Like, I don't want to be in this whole rat race of having to post every single day, which I'm going to start posting regularly again. But dude, I have to be real, man. It's just so annoying having to post on a platform where you have to post you can't even quality control your stuff anymore. You have to like consistently be always posting. And I just don't want to do it. It's just too much work. Okay, a little bit is because I'm lazy. But then but the bigger scheme is that like, it's just too much. I just want to be able to sit here with a community of people where we can just vibe and talk about games. And I feel like we're starting to build this little thing. Shout out to Evron. Shout out to Pixel. Catalyst Strio, shout out to you. I appreciate you for being here. Arigatou gozaimasu. I know it's super late out here. It's 2:41. Which, guys, comment what
just
time it is
blessed
for you
you.
guys so I can kind of find
At
out
Cody Reagan,
what's
love
going
the
on
crispy
out here.
PFP.
Yo, I think I
The
need...
podcast is really nice, though.
I appreciate you for saying that. Go check out the podcast at QCast. Okay, let me stop. All right, let's keep on going.
Maybe it's a good PR thing. Maybe he's just rich and doesn't care. Why am I doing it? Because you will probably see a stupid mobile game sponsor on Mogul Mail. And
I feel like YouTube would be really good to upload and etc. It's just we gotta get the TikTok fans.
Sellout that hopefully you guys are okay with, and I can make
NP.
dozens of people's lives a lot better. Which to
To
me
YouTube,
feels
and
like
you
a
could start
worthwhile
making
trade-off,
decent.
Okay.
All right, I don't mind doing.
I'm going to
into this, which
move a
that's
little
that.
bit because I
He's no
don't
longer
care.
a partner on Twitch. He's not even an affiliate anymore. He's not
Damn.
banned.
Yo, literally, he got stripped. Like this guy Slinker.
Acublitz, I don't know,
Slinker?
Andrew. I think we should get rid of Susan, though.
understand what is going on with like people just using fans. But then like for him to get stripped, at least that showcases Twitch understand that they're messing up. But then I feel like they just did it just because like it's getting a lot of buzz. And that's one issue that I also have with Twitch is that they don't do anything unless they get a negative connotation being put or a negative story kind of being pushed out on Twitter, which I feel as though a lot of people can kind of understand when it comes to the fact that, oh, okay, Twitch is a place where you build communities, where you do things with other people. and then you just have fun, you play games, or you just chat or whatever. But then for people just to use other people's money in a way where it's like, oh, I'm just using it just because I have an addiction to like something like this. Like, look, I know there's people actually suffering with really big addictions. Like it could be drugs, it could be like sex addiction, it could be like, look, it could even be there's porn addictions out there. There's a lot of really crazy things
Pixel,
out
you
there,
have not
like,
seen
on
the news the
universe.
past few days.
I feel as
YouTube
though,
is trying to make it for creators to
oh, sorry, the chat thing messed me
start
up.
growing and making money easier.
Thank you for that, Andrew. But dude, I feel as though right now with all these people who feel these different types of like addictions, I don't think that it's a you should be coming on like a place like Twitch or even the internet if you are suffering with something, unless you can build a community of people who can support and have fun and it's make you feel
Blitz, wow,
upright.
that's some
It's-
good news. Thanks, man.
It's really scary right now that like, especially that since I've been on YouTube for like, let's say 4 years or 5 years, I don't know, that like the state that it's become, or not YouTube, but Twitch. It's just not in a place where you can kind of just grow from nothing. You really have to like, let's say, do something controversial to be seen. It can't just be like, oh, you're a generally good person, let me go and blow up. There's none of that anymore. You have to really be controversial, and I don't like that about the platform, and I hope they really change. Because right now, I'm gonna be honest, Twitch is really failing out here right now.
And yet,
personally,
I think it should definitely be banned. But at the moment, not banned, but cannot make money on the website. And that's where you would think this story would end. That's where you would think the story would end.
Why is this audio so low? I can't even hear it.
Conjunction with the Slicker story, there was a big movement. People were using that as a big movement to remove gambling on Twitch.
Okay, I can hear
Which I
it.
think is an okay thing to do, by the way.
Caleb, go
The
dark
first
mode,
thing you should do
JK.
in any situation is make sure the victims are okay, which is what I did. I offered to pay for the victims, and that's the
I am
step
on
I'm
dark
doing to
mode.
make sure the victims are okay. The second thing is, and I think it is okay to use momentum talking about how gambling is bad to make a positive change for the future, aka remove gambling on Twitch.
Yo, this
Now, the
man
gambling
Ludwig is
Slicker was doing
amazing at
wasn't
talking.
even slots, right? To be clear, he was gambling on like tennis matches and golf matches. However, gambling is still the topic, and if you can use something to make
Shout
positive
out to
change,
Kevin.
I think that's fine. And that's what someone like Mizkif did. Like if
Okay, you said you have to stick it out somehow. It's usually the same
Beyond
stuff like
Plus
Warzone
Ultra.
all day. Yo, I gotta be real, man. For the people who play like games like let's say Warzone.
He is
I
an
have a
English
f- I-
major.
yo, I just made a new friend, right? And he plays Apex. I met him at my job, actually. Okay, I'm not trying to put him out there, but like this guy plays he plays Apex. I looked at his account. I'm gonna be real. His stuff looks cinematic. It looks sick. And shout out to you, bro. You already know who you are. But like, for the most part, when it comes to gaming, it's I feel as though you can still bring differentness to games. I just feel like when you kind of go into gaming on like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna sit there and just play the game. I know it. I know. You have to get into the zone. But I feel as though when you're playing a game, you need to be able to understand that there's people watching, bro. You need to be able to interact with them. Now, there's some moments where you can just be quiet, but if you're just doing absolutely nothing, bro, come on. Like, you have to, like, put a little bit of ragu, like, put a little bit of sauce. But, like, I feel like if you're a professional gamer, like an esports
I
gamer,
like
or
story
whatever,
mode
you don't have to
games.
do it. Pixel, you stole the words out of my mouth. I love story-based games because at the end of the day, it's more fun. It's more interactive. You have so much more going on. It doesn't feel like you're just like kind of just sitting there like bored out of your mind. Because like, dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. Shooting games to me, they're just too hard. So that's why I don't play them like that. And also, I didn't devote 10 years to like playing Black Ops Zombies and stuff. I just kind of like, watched anime like a freak because all I do is watch anime until
I
anime
love racing
becomes,
games.
and until anime becomes such an amazing, since anime actually became such a trend. And I get it. Look, I'm not trying to safegate it. Anyone could watch anime. You do what you want. But I just feel as though, like, right now, anime is in a state where I
Heck,
literally
I
am
live
not, I
streamed
fell out of
Spyro
love.
of the Dragon.
I fell out of love of anime. Heck, I live stream Spyro on the... word? I like that.
Twitch should ban gambling. Even Pokemon did the same thing.
I haven't played
Got a
Spyro
bunch of
before.
likes for it.
I
would
love
say a
third-person
maybe
shooters
less,
games.
Genuine when it came from Mizkif, because I don't think he was as concerned with the victims as maybe riding the
I might have to
momentum
check out
say,
Spyro.
screw
I've never
gambling.
played it.
'Cause, he's done gambling sponsorships in the past. And from that came a really weird thread because Miskiff was really riding this. We
I
gotta
said
ban
Spyro
gambling
of
thing.
no.
Even Asmon Gold said, "How is Slicker not banned?" All right, we should definitely ban him
At
for scamming people. And then
YFNC16IKR.
Train said, this whole thing about how it was actually horse racing and tennis bets, and
I
it
don't know
wasn't
who Trainwreck
actually
is, though.
slots gambling. You shouldn't try to target people like me.
Caleb,
Miskiff
you got to
replied
play
that
Spyro
saying,
the Dragon,
if you're gonna
dude.
deplatform
It's so
people
good.
for scamming others, shouldn't we have banned you for Jolt Coin a few years back? I don't really know the reference. I guess Train at some point took a crypto called Jolt Coin to make money. And then Train replied with an absolute bomb. All right, they were trading jabs, and he went for the Hail Mary uppercut. Said, "Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit? You want to come at me and make shit up, then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy."
Oh my, yo, that escalated pretty big. Now, I already seen this. Well, I seen this thing on Twitter and on the online, but just so the people who don't understand what's going on here, right? And I don't have the full, like, I'm not that guy. I'm not organized. So bear with me.
TikTok PLS don't bam.
Explanation. My God, I can't speak. Okay, so we're in a state where this guy Zach was like, "Hey, why isn't Slicker, the guy who basically was gambling, why isn't he banned?" And then Trainwreck was like, "Because your pals, blah blah blah." So he basically was coming at it with a sneak diss, saying that, "Oh, because of da 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 da, whatever." Okay, so Miskiff, a really big person in the community, and I think he moved over to YouTube. Which let me know if I'm wrong. I think he moved to YouTube. He came with an underlying diss about Trainwreck, which it just kind of seems like a back and forth between girls, But then he came up with an under thing about Trainwreck saying, if you're gonna deplatform people for scamming others, and then he come at it from his past about something he did for a few years ago, which I gotta be real, a little scummy. You didn't have to do all that, but then that's what he did. And then it progressed into Trainwreck feeling a little butthurt, which personally, if you would just take that, that's okay. But he felt a little bit attacked. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to come with some allegations myself, which the allegations was pretty dang big. Like, I have to be real. Like, for the most part, this is some things that shouldn't be said online. But I'm not telling any of you guys to, come and add to the thread, but then this is just some really dangerous things that he's saying out here. Like, are you going to send Maya and Mitch a railroad, blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those allegations? You scum. I can't say any of this. You want to come at me and make this stuff
I feel
up?
bad for Super
You better
One
be sure you don't live in glass house, you insecure. Yo, that's super crazy. Gotta be real. Like, let's keep on going to see what happens next. Which, I have to be honest, this man Miskiff is under fire right now. Which, hashtag Miskiff. I love the guy, but wow.
All right, what are they referring to here? Let me break it down for you. There's a good friend of Miskiff, a guy that Miskiff lives with, called Crazy Slick.
I want
He's a
that
streamer
cat.
in his own right. And Crazy Slick had was accused of sexual assault by a streamer named Adriana Lee about a year ago. And it kind of died out very quickly. The general story went that they were at a party together. She was feeling very sick, very drunk, went to a bed to be by herself. Crazy Slick went in, and then when she was like passed out, not really fully there with full consciousness, touched her inappropriately. Right? That's what Adriana said. And then Slick was like, "No, I was just checking her pulse," which is weird to do. You don't. What are you like, Dr. House? That you don't have to do that. That's a weird thing to do.
Dude, honestly, like when he said that, I'm just checking her pulse, I'm checking her chest, I'm checking her heart rate. Like, look, okay, man. Like, I get it. It's like your sister, your friend. I think that when they went to the party, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that they didn't come together. So, like, for him to go and check up on her, like, hey, let me check your vitals to make sure that you're okay, bro. Gotta be real, man. That's an L. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. I get it, man. Like, he probably had a wholesome reason in why he did it. But then just the way how it came about dude, it's kind of vanilla, bro. Like you just can't do stuff like that, especially in a public place when you're an influencer. You could just call the police, man, or not even the police. You can call the girls from the next room if you're really that concerned. But then, at the end of the day, this might be taken out of context, and he might definitely be like, not in the wrong. But then, like, for him to be caught in 4K Ultra HD radiation, it just showcases to you that, you got to really watch what you're doing out here, especially if you're an influencer, which at the end of the day, he fumbled the bag pretty big. Don't ever do stuff like this if you guys are in public. Please make sure, if you don't know what's going on, just stay safe, stay away from people, because then stuff like this wouldn't happen.
Shouldn't touch someone who doesn't want to be touched, and especially who can't consent to being touched, right? That's a weird thing to do. Shouldn't touch someone who doesn't want to be touched, and especially who can't consent to being touched.
McNew,
right?
just blessed you.
But the
McNew,
original
I appreciate you.
longer about that, which came out, I guess, over a year ago now from Adriana, got shoved down, and kind of got stopped talking
They
about.
like forgot about it.
Why? Well, I guess we found out from this train tweet, and this was uncovered by Adriana herself on her stream and many other people's streams. Well, Ms. Kiff sent Maya and Mitch Jones to cover it
So
up.
they resurfaced
AKA,
it.
I guess they went to Adriana and asked her to speak more nicely about Crazy Slick than she might have wanted to. Speak less honestly about the incident so that it wouldn't hurt Crazy Slick as much. And that was a way of kind of shoving it down. Which is a terrible thing to do, because after that, Crazy Slick did not stop doing bad things. I mean, look at these DMs that he shared with another streamer, Fan. I'm showing you my dick. I don't care. I'm horny. Are you going to consent before I get canceled?
No
consent. Dicks are
No way.
Your hair's
No way.
I'm laughing at.
This is BS. This is BS.
Sorry, I misread. I thought you were kind of a slut.
Bro, I don't think I should show any of these threads. Okay. Okay. So I think this just kind of showcased to me that maybe this guy wasn't as wholesome as we thought he was. Okay, man. I thought this man Slink was definitely like he was just caught in a wrong situation. Nah, fam. I think that he's definitely knowing what he's doing. That's mad weird. Like, for you to send someone something like that on Discord and not think that they're gonna go and send this thing out, are you crazy? Now, let's say that, what if it's actually not true, right? And someone obviously photoshopped it or whatever, then okay, like, it is what it is. You're keeping your face. But for you to, like, blatantly just say something so cocky, like, I'm gonna show you this, and it's just so weird to me that people just don't think that you're gonna get caught. Like, you're not gonna get in trouble. And I get it, man. Like, you're in the mood. Like, you're feeling kind of hot. Like, you start seeing the disco ball come down slowly, and you really want to get it in, right? But I feel as though there's a time and place, and also, dude, just go on incognito mode. Let's be real. Just go on incognito mode, bro. If you really, really just rub it out and dip. Like, you don't have to be on this, like, oh, man, like, I really want to talk to this chick and blah, blah. Dude, like, if you really want to do something, do it on your own time, okay? Like, don't have to do something with other people. Like, God, it's just weird that people don't understand that stuff. It's basic science. But, man, I'm sounding mad weird out here. I just gotta, information for the boys' ex-girls, man. Look.
Who is not a great person in the space. It does not make a lot of
is my
women
AC
who are
on? I am
around
hot
at
right
least
now.
the Austin area feel safe. You do the exact opposite. And the focus of this normally would be on Crazy Slick, who clearly is someone who should not be in this sphere, right? And quick little
Look at the
side
cat.
thing over here. Crazy Slick, also irrelevant to this, someone who deals with depression, was suicidal, was missing all yesterday, which was another concern, was found. If anybody heard about that, that's all clear. He is found. I think he is going to be safe now. I sent him this message as well because I don't want people to die. But I don't think he should be in this space. I think it's so simple. The same problem happens in the Smash community. You make people feel unsafe in a community, you just leave the community. The world is very, very big. Twitch, live streaming sphere, very, very small. All right? Very irrelevant to the whole world order. And
Golly.
you, all
What is
right,
wrong with
are
me?
lucky enough that you're not going to jail. What you should do now is apologize to those you hurt. That's exactly what I sent him. Leave the small part of the internet where the hurt was caused so that they can feel safe here. You don't have to feel safe here because you shouldn't feel safe here because you make people feel unsafe here. And then take this as an opportunity to be a new person, a better person.
Okay, you know, and I have to go and pause on this because I do also believe in this too, guys. Again, I'm sorry if like this isn't like the super interactive fun stream, but I feel like these are some things that we just have to kind of like talk about. And I know a lot of people are probably not even interested. They're like, bro, what happened to the games? But I just gotta be real, man. Like, you know, these are some really big things. Like Twitch, YouTube, and these communities, they're not that big. The world is really massive. You can literally travel to Japan and start a whole new life becoming like a ramen chef if you really wanted to. But then at the end of the day, a lot of people don't want to do that because they're afraid to travel outside their comfort zone. I feel as though if you're suffering with depression, or you're feeling some type of way, or you're in a state where you just can't really operate without another human being, right? I feel like that's when you have to focus up on yourself. And I know a lot of people have been saying this on the interwebs and on the internet. They're like, oh my God, focus on yourself, self-love. I feel like people just say that, but then they don't really mean it. Like, I feel like if you're going to choose a place like Twitch or YouTube and you're trying to inspire, trying to be in front of people, you really need to understand that, like, you're putting yourself out for everyone to see. And sometimes it could be positive, but a lot of times it could be negative. Because especially being like let's say a person who's not super strong-willed, don't think that you're not going to get any hate because, yeah, you could be doing the most wholesome things. But let's say Mr. Beast. Comment a 1 if you guys know who Mr. Beast is, which I just want to make sure who's here, who's active, who's pulling up. But Mr. Beast, one of the most amazing, influential content creators on the platform who makes a lot of money but gives all the money away. It's just so weird how, like, he just gets in trouble for anything.
Hey, Caleb, I am gonna go to bed. See you on the next stream.
See you later, bro. Have a good night's sleep and make sure that, before you go to bed, actually, go to the kitchen, get yourself some Oreos if you have some, get some milk, put it in the microwave, put that thing for like 16 seconds, dip it in, eat it. Bro, you're going to be knocked out when you go to bed next time. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. How to say goodbye to my boy. But, at the end of the day, he's super wholesome and nothing. I don't feel like, he's super. God, I had a brain fart.
I don't have Oreos, sadly.
You don't have any Oreos? That's all right, bro. Just drink some milk. And put a little bit of sugar in the milk, spin it with a spoon, and chug it, go to bed. I swear. You need a little snack before going to sleep, man. It's going to be, you're going to have amazing dreams. But Mr. Beast, a super wholesome human in this space. Even he gets hate. And you know why he gets hate? Because people just love hating. It's sad. People love hating, but they just love hating out here. So this is just like my segue to say that at the end of the day, you are not safe when you put yourself on the internet. I'm not even safe, which I get hate sometimes. Even one of my best friends, aside from here, Cublets, he's a super amazing person, makes amazing content. Shout out to Cublets. He makes great content, and he's deaf, right? He's partially deaf, and he makes content about VTubing, and he gets attacked in the comment section every single day. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, if you are not strong-willed, I feel like you shouldn't be on the internet. But that's just my opinion on that. A lot of people might be like, "Oh no, but it helps with my mental health." If you're coming on the internet to solve your mental health issues, please leave because it's not gonna help. Trust me, it's not gonna help. It's gonna make you feel actually a lot more confused than you are. Because sometimes when I'm on the internet and I'm like, oh man, I feel so stressed out. Let me come on the internet to go and find out why I'm stressed out. When you go on WebMD, you're like, oh, my chest hurts. What's happening? And then it says that you have cancer in your chest. It's like, that's what I mean by the internet is not the right place. Go to a specialist. Go to someone who's actually went to school for it. Don't just come on here expecting to get a TikTok to solve your depression because at the end of the day, that's not going to happen, right? And that's just kind of what I feel Ludwig is trying to explain about Slink and a lot of other creators in the same headspace is that it's dangerous, man. You cannot just be fueled on this whole, oh, you know what? The internet's going to solve my problems because I have to be honest, human interaction is going to solve it. Or even just going out and this looking at the trees, taking a walk, doing anything else. Because then you just being here 24/7, 7 days a week is not healthy. Trust me, don't do it.
All right? Not the person that you were. A second lease on life in a way. All right? And be a positive member to society. That's what I said to him. And he should no longer be in the streaming sphere, plain and simple.
Sir.
He
The
basically
attention to
kicked him
this
out.
Was barely on Crazy Slick. Barely on Adriana's story.
Yo, I
All
like
right?
his Dragon Ball
Why?
Z shirt.
Because it was really on Mizkif. There was a huge Reddit thread about this and a bunch of tweets about this clip that surfaced from Miz.
I don't think there's a single person that we used to hang out with that doesn't hang out with Slick anymore because of what happened. I actually think there's literally none. Because the reality is, worst comes to worst of it, it's fucking, like, sexual harassment, right? I mean, like, no one, of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit.
This is
You see, and the way how this man kind of like made the situation sounded, it doesn't even sound that great. Which, first of all, this is messed up. If your friend messes up, right, and then everyone know that the friend messes up, like he's like, oh yeah, so no one hangs out with Slink anymore because he did this. It's like, oh, it's harassment, dude. I believe people mess up, right? Like that's my general thing is that people can mess up, and I don't know if maybe in the moment in time he didn't think he was going to mess up, but then since this traveled around the internet in the way that it did, people are just like, oh, we have to stay away from it to protect our brands. And I do believe in that. I'm like, okay, I get that you have a brand online, you don't want to mess it up. But then for you just to kind of just like shun the guy, it just showcases like, you know, like, were you guys even friends? Like, were you guys even like, did you guys even care about each other? And it's just kind of like a scary situation in my opinion, because now it's just like, okay, so basically if I make a friend online, this basically means that if I do something that by accident, because I see a lot of weird things online, right? If I do something by accident that I'm just going to get in trouble, ridiculed, and then they're not going to protect me. They're not even going to come to my defense. They're going to be like, oh, well, we're just going to go and follow this person because this is what happened. And I feel like that's a really, really, really messed up way on how to kind of like really navigate the whole sphere of, okay, after someone messes up, let's just go and shun them away. Because I feel like that's how people commit suicide, bro. That's how people get super depressed, and that's when people do dumb stuff. And honestly, comment on one if you guys agree, comment on two if you don't, and comment on three if you don't understand what's going on. But I feel as though you shutting someone away when they're in a state where they messed up, it just doesn't really make any sense to me, bro. And Pixel, I appreciate you saying that, bro, because it really does mean a lot. Because I feel as though that, you know, if we're making a spear where Catalyst, you're still here. I appreciate you. The boy, great. Yo, I didn't know you guys were still here. I appreciate you guys being here. I got the yo. You see, and that's what's cool, is that we had the same people here when I started from when I left. It's just like, yo, for you guys to stay here for this long, yo, I wish I was able to give back, because I'm like, yo, I'm wasting your time. I've been sitting here for 48 minutes talking about absolutely nothing. I'm not saying anything inspiring, but hey, I had to say shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. You guys are real friends. You guys are real Samas. But like, yo, exclusively, I'm sorry, I said it exclusive. I had to say it. But with what happened, man, I get it. They excluded him to not really mess up their brand. But let's move on to the next segment, or how he kind of just made the whole allegation, or the whole like assault thing. Basically, he tried to make it smaller than what it was. My issue with that, which honestly, let's play it back so we can kind of hear it, is that listen to how he was phrasing it. Probably because he was playing the game, he wasn't really thinking about what he was saying, which personally, I do that a lot myself. But like, let's just listen.
I mean, no one.
No, Caleb, you are a genuine person, and I'm glad we're friends.
Sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. Like sexual harassment, right?
Listen.
I mean, no one.
You see, look, literally, he was about to say, "Who gives a F?" Like, listen to how he said it,
right? Because the reality is, worst comes to worst of it, it's fucking like sexual harassment, right? I mean, no one.
Like, like, you know what you were about to say. So he was about to just make it seem small, because I don't know if he was doing that to make his friend, like, or try to protect them. But then the way how it kind of sounded to me was like, oh, okay, he was just trying to make it seem smaller than what it is. No, bro, like, yo, the guy genuinely messed up. Let's acknowledge the mess up, but at the same time, don't just go and stray away from the guy that you guys I thought were friends. That's why now I'm afraid to make friends on the internet, because I feel as though whenever I make a friend on here, that they're just like, the minute I do something by mistake, that they're just gonna leave, man. And then that's so scary, because that's why in real life and IRL, I don't have a lot of IRL friends. And I moved to this new town with my girlfriend and stuff, which, yes, guys, I have a girlfriend. Okay, calm the hell down. But like, I don't, no one asked. But like, at the end of the day, moving here, I don't have any friends here, man. Like, it's pretty sad, because I go to work, I come back, and I just hang out with my girlfriend. Literally, my girlfriend's my best friend, and we're thinking about getting a cat. I know, super random. I don't even like cats, but comment on one if you guys like cats, comment on two if you don't. But like, we're gonna get a cat, and we're really looking and searching on the internet to see if we can find a really cool cat. And we just want another friend, and we think that having this child or this cat in the house is just gonna really spark up our like relationship. Not even a relationship. It's more like just to spark up like what we think will make us more outgoing and stuff. And at the end of the day, bro, look, it's a pretty big step, man. Like, this thing poops, it breathes, it eats, like, it does a lot of stuff. And for me to have this cat at the crib, you know, sometimes I'm gonna have it on streams, which honestly, I'm gonna make a stream where you guys can kind of choose a name out of the names that we are choosing, because this is gonna be a pretty big step. But like, I feel like, you know, for the people that I know, shout out to Pixel, gotta say what's up, bro. Shout out to Pixel, shout out to Catalyst, you know. But it's just like, I feel as though I want to be able to come here and be able to talk to people who are not going to be on some weird stuff, man, because the internet's too weird for me nowadays. It's just not a friendly environment. So just like to kind of come back to what he said, bro, I get it, man. I get that, like, you know, he was trying to kind of protect them, maybe.
Thanks, man.
I don't know. But he was just trying to make it seem like it wasn't really a big issue. And I really think that there's a lot of issues when you kind of deface something that is super, super duper bad, right?
Of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit.
This is
Shout out
Miz
to Kevin.
speaking way too candidly and way too stupidly about sexual assault, saying it's low scale, like there's a tier list that we have to drop every year on what sexual assault we need to rank S tier, what sexual assault we need to rank F tier.
Not good.
And really, I mean, showed that, you know, he was not only protecting someone who sexually assaulted someone, but also very callous about the entire situation.
What does callous even mean?
A little insult to injury, a little dirt in the wound.
I really got to look at it.
Right around the same time this is all unfolding, Ice Poseidon, who, by the way, renowned piece of shit and should not...
Yo, listen, man. So he's about to talk about Ice Poseidon. Gotta be real, man. Ice Poseidon is not a good person. No matter how it looks like, I think he wants his minute of fame back, bro. But I have to be honest, Ice Poseidon is not a good person. He used to make these IRL streams and all this stuff, but he literally rug pulled, which I don't know if you guys know, but like when you guys are in crypto and stuff like that, and you go and push a bunch of money into a coin, he basically just snubbed a bunch of money, saying that this coin was gonna make a lot of cash, and just kind of just dipped with all the money and said he wasn't going to give it back. He got exposed on that, by the way. But then he had something to say, which I don't remember. Let him talk in his video.
Be revered in any way for exposing someone, because he has never been a great member of any community. Released a bunch of DMs between him and Mizkiff where he's just saying every slur under the sun. I mean, he goes through them all, and this is all ranging in 2019 and 2018, so past 3 or 4 years after he was already a sizable streamer. Like, terrible stuff. And to be clear, Mizkiff has talked about on stream before that he used to say slurs. He admitted to it. He said, "I used to say slurs. I was very edgy."
Okay. He
and
owned
I've
up.
Changed. Whether he changed because he had to, because it's the times and that's the only way to become a successful creator, or because he wanted to morally. Either way, good to change. But it is much different to say you used to say slurs and then look at the way that you said slurs, right? That's a lot. It's a lot realer. It's a lot harder to stare at, and it's a lot harder to accept.
And especially people who do that whole talking about, like, saying that, like, oh, I used to say this word online, but then now I'm a changed person. I believe people can change. Comment on one if you feel like people can genuinely change. And I'm saying this as like a segment to like a lot of people feel as though like, oh, I used to say a lot of these words, so you can't just change that. I feel like yes, as humans we evolve and we become different and that we can like
Remember our
I
Discord
believe in
streams, good
evolution.
example of the internet being toxic.
Remember our Discord streams good? No, I remember, bro. Like it used to be. I remember when I was being super stupid, and I used to like be on Discord, and I tried to stream on Discord, and then you would just get these random kids coming in just saying the N word and all this stuff. Which at the end of the day, I didn't give any gas to that like that Pandora's box, but like. For let's just say for someone who comes on here and says that, hey, yeah, so I used to use these words in a derogatory way, and I used it as an edgy way. Like if he didn't say it like to kind of attack someone, I don't have an issue with that, man. But then like my main issue is that whenever someone tries to hide the fact that they did it, right? Like let's say that let me just give you a random scenario, right? Let's say that I'm living at my mom's house and my mom said, hey, Caleb, so whatever you do, don't touch these cookies. These cookies like are not supposed to be touched. They're for your grandma. Don't touch them. I know you're fat. I know your fat self wants to eat these cookies. Don't do it. But then, as we, nighttime comes, no one's awake. I go downstairs and then I go get some milk. I'm thirsty and I'm like, damn, what can go with this milk? We have nothing else in this fridge. What can go with this milk? And then you look at the cookies. And then when I see the cookies, I'm like, damn, I
hope
really
you didn't
want these
take
cookies.
that. As I was referring to you, I was referring to those kids.
Oh, word? Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate that. But like, dude, so I go and I grab the cookie, right? And I eat the cookie. And then from then, my mom's like, oh, what happened? Well, where's the cookie? Like, there's there's one missing out of the bunch. And then I'm like, Mom, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. Like, just stop it. Like, you should go to an insane asylum. Imagine if I said that versus I said, Mom, I was very hungry, and I know you told me not to do it, but I ate the cookie. I know you're going to beat my butt up, but then at least I want to be a man and told you that I ate this cookie. Now, look, I'm a kid. I'm probably not going to do that. But I'm just saying that I'm just kind of make the situation smaller. But like, imagine like you say that to your mom. Then she's going to be like, hey, son, that was very adult of you. I appreciate you doing that. You know what? I'm going to reward you by making you a whole batch of cookies. Like maybe that might happen. Maybe it might not. But I'm just saying that in the face of, let's say that you used to say slurs, bad words. And let's say you even use the N-word, right? And then now it's been 3 years and you changed. I feel as though you shouldn't be ridiculed for something that you said in the past. I feel as though if you said it in a way where it was very bad and negative, then yeah, man, like, dude, like, you can't do that. And now that you're in a spot where you have money and stuff like that, you're trying to save face, but you still believe in what you do, that's bad. But, like, if for the most part, when it comes down to, like, let's say, in the connotation of he said slurs just to be edgy, I don't feel like he should be attacked for that. And for him to own up and see that, oh, I actually admit to saying this stuff, that takes a big set of balls to do that. And I can appreciate Miskiff for doing that, right?
Actually, because the people that he told were his viewers, this is much different. The people who are seeing all these DMs now are no longer his viewers. I don't even really think I can show these, but it is N-word, it is F-slur, and it is derogatory term for other minority groups. It's everything. It's the whole Mary Poppins
shebang.
bag, and he reached in deep for it. Which look, it is funny because 2 days ago he dropped this, which is a quick says you.
Streamers are all garbage human beings. I'm gonna be honest, man. That if you stream, you gotta be a little garbage. I have to say that, like, I'm a little bit garbage. I don't stream on TikTok, on Twitch though. But like for the most part, I do believe in that. There's a little bit of truth in that, a little bit.
And that's kind of where it was ending, right? And there was different spats that were going on between streamers during all of this, relating to all of this, until today, where Twitch dropped an absolute bomb.
Okay.
All right,
What'd they
maybe the greatest PR move they have made in the past 2 years, maybe the greatest policy move they've made in the past 5 years. Twitch has now banned
However,
gambling,
I like
all right?
how real you are,
Gamers-
Caleb. You're awesome.
response to these
what?
Twitch has now banned gambling. All right.
Wait. So they banned all gambling? Chill out. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
90% bad, 100% they are good people, and they are bad people, strangers, but most of them are good people.
I thought that they didn't ban gambling in general, but they banned the whole thing?
Response to the Slicker drama.
Damn, that's a really big
that
F-bomb.
happened on Twitter and Reddit and everywhere else. Twitch let out this statement which said gambling content on Twitch has been a big topic of discussion in the community. We've reviewed our policy. Today we want to update you on our plans. We're going to be making a policy update on October 18th to prohibit streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed either in the U.S. or other jurisdictions that provide.
Oh, well, so you could still play some type of gambling.
Stake, Rollbit, Duelbits, Roobet are all going to be banned. And these are the main sites that we're using. These are the sites that Trainwrecks uses, Trainwrecks TV uses, the site that XQC uses, the site that Drake used when he streamed on Twitch for a couple of hours. And it's a big change. It's a huge change. And I gotta admit it, a huge win for Twitch at the tail end of a crazy tumultuous
I feel
2
like
weeks.
in order for them to actually like have some like another upside, for them to get rid of these like hot tub streams, which, yo, guys, comment a 1 if you guys know what a hot tub stream is, which I am not going to show this online, so just get that out your brain. I'm not going to do that because you're obviously going to get in trouble if you do this. But like another thing that a lot of like female streamers been doing out here, which I don't judge, but I feel as though a lot of people just kind of have like this tendency of kind of showcasing like, you know, their bits in a tub online and calling it content. Which, look, I get it, man. You know, you're kind of hot. Your AC's broken. So you're like, you know what? In order to like really stream out here and showcase my dedication to my fans, I'm going to go and stream in my
Wait, what, fan service
suit.
on Twitch? Yes.
I'm like, bro, for you to come on here and be like, hey, so I'm just going to show my little naughty bits on here and want to make money from it. Dude, that's not content. That's literally chatterbait at that point, which I don't even know I can say that word on here. But like, it's just like for you to do this and then have no type of like, let's say content creation or organization or anything in the video. I feel like, you know, it shouldn't be on the platform, which look, and that what's give like a lot of girl streamers a negative connotation, which I don't like saying that because there's a lot of talented girl streamers out there that I've personally seen online. It's just so weird that a lot of people just kind of like think that, oh, you know what? Yo, there's actually a girl stream that I want to reference and they're on YouTube. I just don't remember their name right now. God. But like I'm gonna bring it back next time. But then she's like a really popular like streamer like in the space, and all she does is hot tub streams, and it's just full of simps and guys just coming in giving her money and bits and all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, at the end of the day, why? Like, why do we do this? It's like, I get it if she's like suffering, she doesn't have any money, but then you guys are giving money to a person who's literally just showing their bits online. It's just like, I just feel like if you really want to do something, you can just wank it out. Like, you know, not trying to make anyone uncomfortable. Just go wank it out, man. Like, don't do this and showcase like yourself in that light. Because then when something bad happens to you because all these weird, horny guys are online, you kind of did it yourself. And, you know, and I'm not saying that as like, oh, you can't do that because you might be able to make something fun out of it. Or you might be at the pool with your friends or at Rapids and you want to go and showcase to people what's going on. I just feel like it's just not really a good look. And I feel like for Twitch to get rid of gambling, now they should start getting rid of other things that are just not like against TOS, which I don't know how this has not been against TOS. Like personally, for them to like not even crack down on it, but like for them to just like let it happen, it just showcases that how much they care about their platform or how much money, how they're more in it for the money than in it for the people. Because if they really cared, if Twitch really cared, then let me be real. If they really cared, bro, they would get rid of the hot tub streams. If they get rid of the hot tub streams, gambling is a big step. If they get rid of the hot tub stream and they get rid of these stupid ads, like every time I open Twitch, like, and I try to watch a stream, it's like you get a billion ads before you even start watching their stream. And I'm going to be honest, it just makes me not even want to watch Twitch. It's so annoying. But then I get it. YouTube has ads, so they want to do the same thing so they can make their revenue. But then they're already taking money from the creator and then smacking a bunch of ads. It's just like, bro, stop it. Just like,
1
look,
to 7 ads.
yo, if you're having like one ad is fine. If you're gonna get 3 to 7 ads before you watch someone's stream, I'm gonna be honest, you lost me as a viewer. And it's just so sad how like you can just see that they're just money hungry ever since they were bought out by Prime. And I'm gonna be honest, the minute they get rid of that free sub stuff, dude, they're killing their platform. Which, hey, I'm not saying much, but then I'm just not personally gonna be streaming on here with all that controversy going on.
And what was the CEO tweeting while Twitch was going for their slam dunk? So weird that Twitter doesn't save your drafts and there's no drafts at all on the website that I can find. Does anyone know why? Why don't you talk about things that
No
matter?
worries.
And
There's
I
always
don't
Mixer.
understand.
Oh, wait.
Anyway, that's it.
Yo, that's funny,
everything
Pixel.
that
Pixel, you're funny for that.
happened. What should come from this? Well, people should stop gambling, which means we should have that become a much smaller category on Twitch. In the past,
Damn,
been
it's
a
3
top
a.m.
5
right now.
category, top 10 category occasionally. It should quickly drop. That's a great thing. We should have Crazy Slick leave the streaming community. He should do that. He should.
I feel like
do
he's not going to
anything.
leave.
It's all right. If you move to
Thanks, man.
Wyoming and work at a Best Buy, you can be a totally new person. All right, go join the JET program and become a better person. But don't be in the streaming sphere because it made people feel unsafe, and the people who felt unsafe should feel safe. Like Adriana should feel safe now. Right, that's what should happen. And Mizkif has a lot to own up for. Now, here's the thing.
Yo,
Miz is
what do
Miz
you mean?
in the sense that he will never be canceled unless he's deplatformed, because you are never truly canceled as long as you keep creating content. And why would he ever stop creating content? Because Miz truly
Makes
lives
sense.
for streaming. So I don't expect for him to disappear.
Honestly, like, this is kind of weird. I didn't expect Ludwig to say for Mizkif to own up to anything, which I thought that he was just going to be like, hey, you know, he said what he said. He tried to be blah, blah, blah. But, dude, yo, this man said that now he still has some owning up to do, which I can, props to, dubs in the chat for Ludwig, bro. Like, that takes a lot of strength for him to go to one of the biggest streamers right now, Mizkif. Well, he's definitely one of the big ones, I think. And then for him to be like, nah, he still has some owning up to do. Whoa, that takes some pretty big cojones, man. Pretty big cojones. Which, I appreciate that. Okay, this video is basically dumb. But, like, Catalyst, you've been here since day one, since the first minute that I've been here. I gotta say again, shout out to you for being here. Shout out to Pixel. And whoever's been here since, like, the first minute. Whoa. I can't believe you guys are still here. I appreciate you. Look, I know, man. I'm not doing any gaming. I'm not doing anything that's, like, really interesting. But for you guys to still be here, I appreciate you and your time. Guys, comment what time is it for you right now. It's 3:25 a.m. My neighbors probably hate me, but I'm coming on here just to kind of showcase you guys that, hey, I'm at least knock out an hour so you guys can see that I'm still here and I'm still acting and I'm still trying to be in this space. Love you guys. Can I blow you a kiss?
3:25.
3:25? Yo, same time for me. Golly. It is late.
1:25.
Okay. Next video, there was another one that he released during his, like,
2:25.
vacation. Gotta be real, the video doesn't look that great. Audio doesn't sound that great. He already knows this. But I feel like if this is kind of like to add on to what's going on, we have to watch this. So, guys, I'm sorry. Bear with me. We're going to get into some other stuff maybe next stream. This today, I just want to talk about what's going on.
How's it going, boys? Welcome back to Mogul.
Oh, and also, do me a favor, Pixel, Catalyst, that boy, Grady. Guys, just like up the stream, bro. Like up the stream, because I know that right now they're probably not going to be pushing this segment on my Twitch, on my TikTok. So you liking up the stream really does help it out. Yo, let's get a 10K likes or 20K. I don't know what likes we're at right now, but help me out.
Mail, you might notice I'm in a hotel right now because I'm on vacation, a little conference that I have to go to, and I brought a vlog camera, just to vlog.
That boy,
But
I see you
instead,
liking up the stream. I
woke up to an
appreciate you.
absolute shitstorm from, Twitch headquarters. Now, yesterday they had the greatest PR win in their entire history when they banned gambling. They had like 250,000.
Okay, why does this quality look so bad? Like, it's just so gray. It makes everything look so depressing. You said it was a hotel, more like an Airbnb. It looks like my grandma's house. I'm sorry.
Likes on Twitter. They were trending. Everybody was loving them. And then today, the day after their greatest PR win, they decided to take an absolute shit in front of everybody with a message from their president, Dan Clancy. Why not a message from Emmett Shear? Because I am also a believer of Moist Critical's theory that he doesn't know he's working at Twitch. It's a huge conspiracy. He's an AI robot that they've hired to just nod his head at board meetings, but he doesn't actually work there. He's not a real human. Anyway, this is the message, and it's part of the Washington Post leak that came out like a few months ago, now confirmed true. They're cutting all creators' pay. Now, it's not technically all creators' pay.
Yo, what?
The way it works right now on Twitch is that if you get a subscription and you're a normal affiliate, you just start streaming, you get 50% of that money. But for almost every major streamer that you want to name right now that you can think of, they get a higher percent split. 70% of the revenue, 30% goes to Twitch. It's the same revenue split, by the way, that YouTube has for memberships. So it's not that weird to have a 70-30 split. Now, it's not all creators. You know, there's some really big creators like my friend Atriok and Stans, for example, who don't have this because they kind of stopped giving it out. And there's a sneaking suspicion the reason they stopped giving it out is because they were going to get rid of it entirely, which is what Twitch just
Guys, thank
did.
you so much for liking up the stream.
Just
I
announced
appreciate you.
that they're removing the 70-30 split. Now, let's not.
So they're taking out the 70-30 split from Twitch. That is going to be very problematic. That's crazy. Look, coming from someone who doesn't even make any money on Twitch, because I don't stream on Twitch.
My fingers are going numb from liking so much.
Yo, Pixel, I appreciate you for liking the stream, man. Yo, you're a real one. Arigato. Yo, but dude, for them to be on here, like literally saying that on the internet, be like, yo, so, you know that 70-30 thing we had going on? So we about to get rid of that. So I'm about to make it like, say 50-50. Actually, I don't even know how much it's going to be yet. But for them to say they're going to get rid of it, that's messed up. That is not good. That is dangerous. They're playing with God right now. But
not be mistaken.
Let's see what they have to say.
Most creators are on the 50-50 split. However, pretty much all the viewership, right? All the creators that have about 90% of the viewership are on the 70-30 split. This is going to impact all of them. It's like a 28% pay cut going from 70% down to 50%. I don't know the math. Someone told me that once and I'm just repeating that number, which is a big deal. It's a big deal. And they're
we
kind
should
of trying
restart
to Trojan
stream
horse
with
it.
a different title.
Softball the initial launch of this by saying
I have a better
we'll
title.
keep the 70-30 split for everyone who had it for the first $100,000. That way you can still pay your bills. But after that, Twitch gets the rest. Why did they do this? What was their big reason that they needed the extra money? Well, they had three. One, it is unfair that some people get 70-30 splits and some others don't get 70-30 splits. To which my solution is give everyone 70-30 splits, but fair enough. The next problem is that they need money really, really bad.
How long
they
have you
went
been
really in
streaming
depth
anyway?
in the article on how it costs X amount of dollars using Amazon Web Services to pay for a 100 viewer streamer to be live, and that it doesn't.
I don't know, to be honest. Like, let me check. I've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Yo, I know that there's not a lot of people. You know what? Okay, I'll restart it. I'm going to restart stream, guys. Like, just so that I can make sure that I don't get in trouble with the YouTube TikTok gods. I'll be back, though.